All right, so today we're looking at 5.7 patterns on a number grid with multiplication. So we're going to explain the patterns in multiplication using the number grid as our evidence. So this is something, again, that we want to help us with practicing our multiplication facts. That's what all these strategies are for. Okay, this is just another way of when we are looking to see is our problem correct, or if we see a question, like how am I going to know what the right answer is? It's just another strategy to help me become fluent with multiplication and division. So we are going to look at our new learning today of what are patterns, multiplication. I'm going to model my thinking. You're going to get to work on this with some questions from your book, and then you're going to show me that you've learned this. And again, this is something that's on Evaluate and something that we sometimes miss because it can be confusing. So you're going to have an Evaluate connection here, and then we're going to reflect. And so again, we were looking at the number grid in our math message. So here, why do the numbers increase or decrease by 10 when we move up or down? So for example, if you see the number here, 35, well, if you go up, okay, they decrease by 10. It went from 35 down to 25. So it went down 10. It subtracted 10. 35 minus 10 equals 25. If you go down on the number grid, we are now adding 10. 35 plus 10 is 45. Same thing over here with 69, right? You can go up 10 to 79 or down 10 to 59. And that's because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers in a row. So they're just stacks of 10 on top of each other. So every number going down is another 10 going down. Okay, if we made our number grid different, then the number below it would also be different. Okay, the pattern would be different. So this is a pattern that we notice here. We're going to see if we can notice some other patterns. So if we look here at this multiplication table here, actually this is a number grid, sorry, but we're looking at the number grid here and looking at some multiplication. So like going down, these are our times fives. Okay, these are all multiples of 5. Well, what's a multiple? Well, multiples are any product of any number or counting number. So for example, if you times 5, those are in blue. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, right? These are the multiples of 5. 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, 5 times 4, 5 times 5, right? You see that pattern on our normal number grid here, okay? Because these are 5 fives. You're counting 5 over here, and then 5 over here, and then 5 over here, and then 5 over here. Okay, now if we look at multiples of 9, those are the ones that are in green. So you count all the way to 9. Well, if you count 9 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. And you'll notice this is at a diagonal because every time you skip some on this side, right, you need to add those over here. And so it just becomes this pattern, and it goes across here, 81, and you count 9 more, and it goes to 90. Okay, so this is a pattern. You could do the same thing with your 8s or your 6s, okay, and you can find the pattern here. Now, we're going to look to see some different patterns when we look at our table, and we're going to try to figure out some things with evens and odds, because you can notice here that 5, 15, 25, 35, right? These all end in 5. Remember, evens are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and so on, right? It starts at 0, and then you count by 2s, and 2s make it even. Odds, though, are the other numbers, the in-between numbers, the 1, the 3, the 5, the 7, right? These are the ones that have an extra. So like the number 3, right? You've got 2 together, but then you have this one extra that doesn't go. Like 4 is even. You can put 2 and 2 together. But 3, there's going to be an extra one that doesn't fit in. Okay, there's always a remainder. Okay, so 5s are all odds. But if you look here in the 5s, times 5s pattern with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, these all end in 0. Well, those are all even, right? So we're going to be looking for some patterns. Like with 9s, this is odd, even, even. I wonder what the pattern will continue to be. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and then I'm going to model how this looks on Evaluate and see if you can find some more patterns.